Abstinence, sobriety, and recovery aren't interchangeable words. Abstinence is simply, or sometimes not so simply, compliance with not putting alcohol into the body. Sobriety is when it works and you begin to put it into play in your life. Recovery is when you reap the rewards of living a life content in the fact that sobriety is a better thing to have than to lack. Since there's no universal definition of recovery, I look at it like a golf course. Think of sobriety being the first tee of the first hole in the golf course. It looks down a fairway. Sometimes you hit terrible shots, but you keep moving toward the hole. The first hole is reaching recovery. Keep in mind that the round isn't over with the first hole, similar to the way your recovery isn't finished, regardless of how well you play your sobriety. You can throw the whole round if you get cocky or start getting lazy after just one hole. Abstinence, that's just the driving range. Some of us hit a few more balls on the range than others. Each one, though, could lead up to the first tee. Many treatment initiatives are geared only at getting the disease into remission or getting you abstinent or getting you to the range. You don't skip from the range to the first hole. National Recovery Month celebrates a new life that begins with reaching that first green. Personally, I try to make every month a Recovery Month celebration. Beats going back to the driving range. I was, for a while, the world's greatest range golfer. That's another episode of the Sobriety 60 on dry drunks. Two things to remember about sobriety and recovery. First, neither is a word for a synonym for boring or miserable. Second, they don't mean life is going to be perfect. It wasn't before either. You know why they just write numbers on a golf scorecard? Because if you drew pictures, it could get ugly and nobody would play on. It doesn't matter how you reach recovery, just that you take your swings at it. It works out fine, and you don't need to take my word for it. Give sobriety a try. And if it isn't better, I'm certain the liquor store or the 19th hole will still take your money and gladly allow you to return to that misery. And if that's the case, I hope to see you on the driving range. I'm Scott Stevens. That's the Sobriety 60.